Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. Sorry about the light glare there, but we got a light over the workstation here. So, me and Mr. LP here, woo, we're gonna start working on this transmission. Like I said, this is gonna be like, I'm gonna do, every time I'm doing stuff, measuring, not really putting it together, but checking stuff out, we're gonna do a premiere. That way it's a live interactive situation where people can comment back and forth, and you know, it's gonna be a day or two between getting everything checked, putting it together, that kind of stuff. But there you go. But I just figured, you know, let's do that. Let's have everybody in the car, you know, community chime in on what they see and I don't see, or, you know, that kind of thing, which will help me out. And the people that don't know about transmission, you know, they might pick up a little something from all this stuff. So, let's get to it. You ready?
Nope.
Okay, so we got all of our parts from the bottom end of the transmission. You know, from 3/4 clutch pack to back. We've cleaned them. I've already kind of checked stuff out, and I found some surprises and stuff that wasn't a surprise. But we've got our book of knowledge here that Tony's Hot Rod Garage sent.
Yep.
And so far, I've been reading this thing like a Bible. Because all I had was them Haynes manuals, and dude, they don't go in depth on anything as far as, you know, how everything actually works. So, here we go. Let's get to it. Start measuring shit, showing you what the heck was going on, and a couple surprises. Well, one in particular that blew my mind. But anyway, let's get on it. Okay, since I don't know what this guy done, if he swapped parts out on me or whatever. So first thing we gotta do is hit this low reverse clutch support and measure and make sure through these diagrams which one this is. And then we've got to measure this low reverse piston and make sure these two are couple static. Because that's something I did not know. These are not interchangeable. You interchange this stuff and it don't work. So that's first on our list, okay? All right, so our low reverse piston. It says here, we gotta measure this and just write it down. I could do this in 2 different measurements, right? I could go here. I got 2 different dial calipers. Got a dial caliper in this one, because this one is an aftermarket. But this is going to tell us, just wait. We're going to go here, right? And as flat as we can, let's find a flat spot. Come down and touch it, right? I got it on millimeters. Now, 2.833. Right? There's no 2.833 in here. Oh. I'm thinking it's at 2.845. We can also measure like this. Right? And then come up and touch our flat edge. See, 2.586. Yeah, I think I just can't get it. 2.6, it's flowing around, but I'm thinking it's 2.845. Is what it is. I don't have a granite plate or nothing to get real precise with this. So, there. So it's either one of these two. Now, our low reverse clutch support, because again, these are not interchangeable. So if he's threw something in there that I don't know about, so we got to go from the top of this where the snap ring catches. We got to measure to this plate right here. And this is going to tell us what? 265, 266. So it's going to be this one. All right, 8790 partial. So this is the one we got. Right, this is important because it's going to come into play here in just a little bit. So as of right now, we know these two pieces are a match set. Okay, we got our part number back here. There's another thing in there right here. 866-38888. So it's one of these two, right? But I'm thinking this bottom one. All right, so this is all good. Now, let's move on to some more stuff here. Where was I going with this? That's not it. I think we're good. Now, our cage spring that holds the bottom piston in. What the guy done is, I don't know if you can pick it up, but when he collapsed this thing down, it was sitting on the shaft and bent this up. So we're gonna have to take a hammer and something in the vise and set it down and tap this thing down and get this all flat back where it's supposed to be, all right? Because that's the reason that spring wasn't in there when I showed you on the last one. All right, now let's move on. Let's look at our pinion in play on this stuff. Supposed to be between 4 and 8 thousandths. You know, we're talking rebuilding, not overhauling. Overhauling, you just take stuff apart and throw stuff back in it. So this is supposed to be between, what was it, 8 and 24? Right? I think it's 8 and 24.
Yep.
So I just went to a 24. And you slide it right in here, and it won't fit. Right? Get it? So, yeah, we're under the maximum limit. Now, one thing I did do, I pulled this out, and I got to looking at it. And you ain't gonna be able to see it on the camera, but this gear looks like it's got scalloped edges on the very top of the gear. There's really no wear down in there, but that kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, oh crap, you know, it's all wore out this time, you know. Then, another thing you have to look for is wobble. There should be no wobble in this, and there's not. All right, so there we go there. I've checked the gear down in here with a straight piece of pipe. I mean, not the gear, but the bushing, the bearing. Everything's good there. So, you know, we're good. There is some shiny down in here on this bearing, which that's not good. So, there's that. Now, we move on to this front planetary. The one that goes in, I think, front of the sun shell. Dude, I got so many parts sitting here, I can't remember. This one we checked out completely. The bearings are great. Nowhere in the gears, no slop anywhere. So this is a good piece. We also checked out this, which this sets in, right? Because this is where your parking pawl comes in and hooks and holds, you know, when you put it in park. This is good. Then we move on to this one. Same thing. You might be able to see this one. It looks like it's like a serrated steak knife, right? So I'm not too sure this is good or bad, but you know, it does its thing. Okay. Now we take this one out because this is what the sun shell rides on. Sun shell. Pull this bushing out here. And we slide this in the back. Very, very minute play. No wobble. So I'm thinking it's pretty good, right? Nothing wrong with the sun shell. I've checked it. No cracks, no anything. Now, our output shaft. I have measured this because there's some shiny spot here, where the gears ride on this shaft. So I measured this, right, just to see. Sliding it up and down. There's no, yep. There's no wear. Same as here, it's just where that bearing was riding. So we're good on our output shaft. Let's see. But in amongst the middle of all this, we did pull the trash truck transmission down. And here's what we found here. This is why I think, hey, grab it. Okay, so he grabbed the little sun gear or whatever that goes in this. This is out of the trash truck. Now, do you notice a difference between the two of them? This is just a standard, whatever the heck it was called. This shield right here means this is a high output transmission. So we're going to omit this one out of the 85 and we're putting that one in. We cleaned it, it's still wet, but that's what we're doing, so jump. All right. So now we're back to this. And we're probably going to replace that front planetary too, right? Because it's high output, this should be a little bit stronger than the stock stuff. Now, that about covers it on what we're doing. But this cracks me up, right? So this is our what? Support bushing or whatever they want to call it. This 9-line ring right here, bushing, is supposed to sit in here like that for, you know, something to ride on. I can't remember what it is that sits in there right now, but this wasn't in the 85. He did not put that in that transmission, the one we're actually trying to fix. Now we'll move on to this crap right here. All right, so this is our low reverse clutch pack out of the transmissions in 84. It's a 1990 transmission somebody put in there. But let's see if y'all can pick out what's wrong right here. And then I'll tell you, right? There they are, all spread out. What is wrong? Okay? Now, this, here we go. This thing is supposed to have a wavy spring down in, wavy, yeah, spring. I guess that's what it's called. It's just a waved steel. And then there's another one in here that's called a selective steel, or they call it plate. And that's how you measure your clutch pack height. Well, we ain't got that. We've got a steel plate. I want to stack them back up right. We got a steel plate. We got a friction. No steel plate. Another friction. You know, then it starts straightening out. But let me show you this, if he can pick it up. Look at that. Just look how that thing is bent. All right, watch it. Yeah. Watch it. All right. And so the steel is too. Right? Oh, I'm telling you, man, wash these darn shops, man, because they're crooked as crap. Heck, you can even see around here where it's already flaked, busted, cracked. the steel, I mean, it's flat out ridiculous what people think they know. Now, let's grab the one that's out of the trash truck transmission. Right here, we got a wavy plate, right? Then we got a steel. We got a friction. We got a steel. We got a friction. We got a steel. We got a friction, and so on and so forth, right? This is right. And that's the reason I tore that down, is I don't have the money to go buy a lot of stuff. So we need this. Big time. And then I honestly think, dude, the guy done the same thing in the 3/4 clutch pack, put two frictions together and omitted a steel. That's why we was having so much trouble between, you know, 3rd and 4th gear. But that's about it in a nutshell. I guess I'm gonna put up another video just putting it together, and you know, then y'all can comment on that one. Not a premiere or anything. But I thought this would be a good one for everybody to chime in and go, no, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I don't have to go buy my wavy. Now we might have to go buy this spacer right here, because they come, what does it say? I mean, they come in different sizes, so you can stack all this stuff up. And then you put your support clutch, this, on top of it, like. So let's just try it real quick. Hang on. We got that. Right. These are Ray Bestis. Crap. Ray Bestis, whatever. So it goes in there just like this, and a steel, and a clutch, and a steel, and a clutch, and a steel, and a clutch. Uh-oh. Might have to look into this. But that looks right, because I don't think one goes in between that wavy. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on right there. Yeah. Yeah, don't think so. But then you're supposed to set this on top of it. And then you measure. And what is D supposed to be? Between 120 or 1 and 200 thousandths, or 1 and 240 thousandths. And what we got? 1 inch. Let's just see what it is, just for shits and giggles, man. Yeah. So we're at 1/105. We're 100 thousandths under where we need to be. So now we got to figure out. Oh, I know what I done. Dang it. No, I didn't. It goes just like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Let me recount, man. Hang on. And then
He figured it out.
yeah, it's kind of hard to see. They don't have it spaced out that good. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if we're somewhere close to where we're supposed to be. All right. Let's find a blind spot here. I can't see it. This is not the best way to measure this. What we got? 1172. Still under. So, yep. That selector plate right there is going to have to be what? 30 thousandths bigger. 30 to 35 thousandths. Yeah, this one. It needs to be a little bit thicker. We're on it because we're on it. I'll get it figured out. I haven't really read this much. I just wanted to get this far tonight. And I'll go back and read all this stuff and see. It says overall height dimension with a selective spacer plate included should be right at 1 1/4 inches and a little bit under. Change the selected plate as necessary to attain the proper dimensions using the proper chart in figure 87. Where's figure 80? Over here. So, should have 5 friction plates, 4 steel plates, 1 wave plate, and 1 selected plate. And I think that's what we got. But again, I got to go back and check this and just, you know, because I just wanted to get this far and see what happened. But y'all can see, man, you don't put, I don't know where it went, but you don't put 2 frictions together on any freaking thing. That's freaking, right here it is. That's a no-no, right? And then this one bit, you know, this is what you get when you take your crap to a transmission shop or somebody that says they're a transmission shop. Now, one more thing I haven't figured out. See that clunk spring? See how it's wore off? I think right there. I don't know how that happened. I don't even have a clue how that happened. But we got the clunk spring out of the little trash truck. So, you know, we're working on it, man. We're working on it. So, I hope everybody got something out of this, and you know, we're doing it. That's all I can say. Okay, guys, there you go. Maybe I got some good hints out of this. I don't know. I won't know till it comes in, you know, the premiere. But yeah, this guy done the same thing in the 3/4 clutch pack. Throw 2 frictions on top of each other. Man, it took me forever to figure that mess out. Because I was using that Haynes manual. If I'd have had this one Tony sent me, I'd have had it right off the bat. There's one more thing I want to clear up for a guy that contacted me. I think it was yesterday or the day before, having problems with his 700R4 in 4th gear, and was asking about the 4th gear lockup solenoid. This is just for him. All right, that 4th gear lockup solenoid, from what I understand, has nothing to do with it shifting from 3rd to 4th. The only thing that does is when you hit 4th, that thing, after you hit 4th, will go up and lock that torque converter clutch in, and it will drop the 4th gear RPMs down about 200 RPMs, which will, you know, get a little bit better gas mileage. But that has nothing to do with this thing shifting between 3rd and 4th. Because I had that problem last year with the little 85 Blazer. So there's something else going on, and hopefully by the time we get to the end of this, maybe I'll figure out exactly what was going on. Because, you know, I'm just doing this one step at a time, and that's it. All right, guys, hope y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, watching, leaving comments. You know, root me on, man. I'll get it. I'll build a bunch of these things, but when I say built, I just, you know, overhauled it. If I didn't find anything wrong, I just, you know, took frictions and seals and threw them back in there and all that stuff. So, in the next day or two after this, you're going to see a video of me just putting all this back in the transmission. There's no sense in taking y'all through that. you can comment on the video. Then, right after that, we will, I think the 3/4 clutch pack is next. We'll take that thing apart. Go through that, start measuring. Take that book of knowledge over there and try to find out what's going on in there, okay? Anyway, till next time, y'all have a great night, great evening. Y'all see this? Y'all take care. Family home and safe. And what else I want? I was going to say something funny.
Wear sunscreen.
There you go. Sunscreen. It's getting warm. We'll see y'all.